Hello everyone, I'm International Master and FIDE Senior Trainer Andrew Martin, and I welcome you to this chess-based DVD, Meeting the Gambits Volume 2. Now in Volume 1 I covered all the major gambits after 1e4 and gave good responses for the defender, who in some cases was able to turn defence into counter-attack without delay. And on this DVD we're now going to turn our attention to gambits after 1d4 with the same intention to spoil the gambitier's fun. Now on this DVD I'm going to cover, let's go through the contents. First of all, I'm going to look at a way for white against the Benko gambit. Clearly this is an extremely important section for the d4 player, what to play against the Benko gambit. And I'm going to show you an older way of playing, but one which I think is very much valid in the present day. Going back just one move, a couple of moves, we're then going to go on to looking at the Budapest gambit, another one of those pesky variations that crops up quite a lot at club level and is also played on occasion by grandmasters as a surprise. Well, I've got an interesting response against that. Just dropping back all the way. Now we move on to gambits after d5. And when white plays the Queen's gambit, we're going to be taking a look at the Albin counter gambit. What should white do against that? Moving on. There is also the Von Hennig Sharra gambit, which occurs after 2e6, knight c3, c5. Which is also of interest, and then when white plays c takes d5, black goes c takes d4. Very tricky system, very aggressive. In my impression, a little bit underestimated and quite deadly at club level. We need to see what to do against that. And then finally, and this is an interesting part of the DVD, it's often said that the Queen's gambit is not a gambit at all, because if black takes the pawn, white can always regain the pawn, with, in some cases, a favourable position. The Queen's gambit is also one of the classic strategical chess openings. It's often said that if you don't learn the Rilo pairs or the Queen's gambit properly, you haven't really learned anything about chess. And the Queen's gambit certainly leads to a variety of different positions and fascinating variations. Well, I'm going to show you a system for black against the Queen's gambit. We're going to treat the Queen's gambit as a gambit, and I'm going to show you a system which I would like to recommend. On a previous chess-based DVD, I based a repertoire around the Cambridge Springs. Well, here we're going to look at something a little bit different. So, there we are. That's what we're going to look at. The gambitier is usually a fearless aggressor, and it's time to take action against these characters. Let's begin.